Hey guys, for today's video, I wanted to talk to you about why you should never do things that make you lose respect for yourself. Now this is important because whenever you do things that make you lose self-respect, it's consequently going to lower your self-esteem and your confidence. It's going to make you view yourself as less than you were before because you know that you shouldn't be doing those things and yet you did them anyway. It's basically going to make you become a lot harder on yourself, and over a long period of time you could end up becoming your own worst enemy. So it's in your best interest to not do things that make you lose your self-respect. I mean, a lot of people will do things that they know they shouldn't, like eat a full pint of ice cream in one sitting, knowing that they're going to regret it later, but they do it anyway. And then you end up being really hard on yourself afterwards because you said, why did I do that? I know I shouldn't have, and yet I didn't have the willpower to stop myself. You don't want to be doing that because there are already enough people in your life who are going to try to bring you down. You don't want to become part of that group. You don't want to bring yourself down because that's horrible. You want to be able to believe in yourself and have your own back through life. You don't want to start being your own worst critic. It's not going to help you in life. And in my own life, in my past, I did a lot of things that made me lose respect for myself. Just like eating a full pint of ice cream in one sitting. Ice cream is one of my favorite things, and even now I still struggle to control myself with it. But I don't eat full pints in one sitting anymore, thankfully. But in my past, there were just a lot of times where I would let people walk all over me, and that would make me lose self-respect, and I would know in the moment that I shouldn't do it, and I would let it happen anyway because I was a people pleaser. Thankfully, I don't do it anymore, but it really did make me lose a lot of self-esteem and confidence because when you do things that make you lose self-respect, that's the inevitable outcome. It's going to start chipping away at those two things as well, your self-esteem and your confidence. It's just not worth it when you get down to it. All the times that I was in situations where I would allow myself to lose self-respect, it was never worth it. You may get temporary satisfaction out of it, like with the ice cream, but then further down the road, you'll think, why did I not have the willpower to stop myself? And when you start going down that line of thought, it's just bad. Because then you start going into the more negative territory where you really start beating yourself up over it. So the solution is just to develop the willpower to not allow yourself to do things that you know are going to make you lose self-respect. Just don't do them. I know that it's hard. It takes a lot of willpower and discipline, but it's worth it. Because the more that you do things that make you lose self-respect, the worse your life is going to get over time. So you want to chip that behavior, or you want to stop that behavior right away, as soon as possible. It is hard though, I believe me, I know. Even to this day I still struggle with it, but you becoming aware of it in the first place makes it a lot easier to deal with. And now that I'm aware of some of the behaviors that I have that make me lose self-respect, I can choose to avoid them. And one of the things that I found that works really well is just to do a meditation exercise every time you find yourself wanting to do something like that. So whenever I find myself with a pint of ice cream and I know I want to eat the whole thing in one sitting, what I'll do is I'll feel that desire and then I'll just start meditating. I'll start doing my technique that I made in a few videos ago. I'll start breathing in and out, focusing on my breath, and I'll think to myself, let me postpone eating this ice cream for 30 seconds. And if I can make it through that 30 seconds, usually I won't want it afterwards because I'll have broken through that desire, that strong urge to have it. Sometimes you may find yourself still having the urge after the 30 seconds is up, so then push it out another 30 seconds or a minute or whatever you can muster. And eventually, after meditating on it enough, you'll find that the desire will usually go away. So that's how you can start to conquer those bad habits you may have that make you lose respect for yourself. So I hope this video helped you, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Arrivederci.